foundation inspection. This is the grade inspection. We're currently at the left-hand elevation of the property. We've got a drain here which comes from the gutter, that's correct. There's a patio at the back. This is a small retaining wall. And this is the grade itself. You can see it slopes down here very steeply, which is good. It means it's got good drainage. The only problem with these bushes along here, they're touching the brickwork and they shouldn't do. In addition, bushes along a foundation are not good because their roots will go under the foundation and could cause it to be undermined. So I recommend the removal of these types of bushes from around the foundation. Everybody loves them, I know, they look good, but they can actually cause your foundation to be damaged. So that's bushes at the left-hand elevation, should be removed, but other than that, the drainage is good. Coming around to the front, this area here concerns me because water can pool here, but having said that, we have got a gutter drain pipe that actually goes to an outlet here that sort of hopefully moves it away, and we've got another drain there. What I'd like to see is a drain line somewhere in this area here. Okay, goes down and goes under and drains to the front yard, because what I'm concerned is you get water pooling here, and that can could give you a problem with your foundation. It means it got differential hydrostatic pressure around the foundation. You don't want it. Let's move to the rear elevation. We're going around to the rear elevation. This is the right elevation of the property. There's an issue with drainage at this point. You can see there's no grass growing. And you see that in the recent rains, the water came down in this direction but was actually blocked, dammed by this fence. Should be a bit of an undercut of the fence to allow water to go out from underneath it and allow it to drain far better than it does at the moment. We're at the rear elevation now. You see we've got reasonable ground here, and you've got a patio. Now, when they built that patio, the actual removed ground, dirt that they removed for the patio, has been dumped in the side yard here, and that has altered the drainage pattern. You can see how much higher it rises here. This should be regraded to have a bit more of a slope, and it may actually act better, but as I say, it's actually been regraded by a previous owner. This is good drainage. You'll see that there are bricks along here. They should not be bricks continuously along here. They block the water running out, and the water then dams in this area. You get a big puddle. I recommend you remove one brick at least along here. It leaves a gap. You'll get rabbits coming in, I know, but the alternative is to have it pooling water and causing you a problem with your foundation in the future. This is the slab. It all looks good. This is a slab on grade. What that means is it's got rebar in it. Small crack in it. No particular problem with that. There's drainage in the middle. This is the soffits. These are used to allow ventilation in the attic. On the attic roof itself, on the roof itself, we have ventilation vents, and we have soffits in good condition. All around the house. The roof inspection. We're currently at the apex, and first thing we're going to look at is the chimney. We have a chimney cap, that's correct. Got a chimney cricket, which is good. Roof fence. General condition in shingles is average. Here we are at the penetrations. The attic inspection. I'm not going to be walking in the attic because it's going to compress the insulation, and I can see pretty well everything from the attic entrance. What we're looking for is general structure, and these attics prefabricated in a factory and then bought on site. They're called manufactured trusses. They're normally substantially more stronger than the ones built on site, even though they use a larger timber, because in a factory you keep good quality control, and as a consequence you get a really good structure. One of the things that's important with these is they have lateral bracing. This is a lateral brace. I've got my light on it. Yeah, see, lateral brace. That's actually done on site, and that's important to stop the structure moving in the future. Okay, all looking fine in the attic on the day of the inspection. This is the exterior wall and window inspection. What we're looking for is the conditions of the walls and the windows, in particular paying attention to cracks in the walls and poor caulking in the windows. Now you can see around this window here, you've got a crack down here, hole in the caulking here, hole in the caulking there. That's going to allow hot air in summer, and when it goes in and hits the cold air, it's going to form condensation, and that can cause moisture. I suggest you go round and fill those holes, caulk those holes. This is the right hand elevation, and the wall here, I'm concerned about this area of the building because this has been regraded by a previous owner. They've taken the fill dirt they removed from where they put the patio and they placed it down the side of the building here. So this is not how it was built, this has been added. And you'll see in a minute as we turn the corner, because we've already found a crack, the results of what's happened due to that additional soil. And we're now on the rear elevation. What I first noticed when I came was the window is moving, the wall is moving away from the window. You could see it here. That is not where they found that, where the caulking has failed. This is actual movement, and so we've got movement here in the window. In addition to that, we have a crack running down the wall here, all the way down to the foundation, and that is caused by the actual building itself moving. You see the crack itself is very early stages. Come down here, you can see how it's very sharp. It hasn't opened up much, it's tiny. It's cosmetic at the present time, but you need to take some action to ensure that this doesn't continue to open up, and that would be really keeping the soil moisture constant around the house, and doing a little bit of regrading here to make sure that it does drain, because it's the drainage that is the problem. It's actually retaining more moisture than it should do. So that's at the right rear elevation, crack in the wall. Continuing round. Now at the front elevation, front door. There's me poles missing from over the door. There's weave holes missing from the column. Weave holes missing from over the steel lintel. Oh no, there's a weave hole. Now, I mentioned weave holes missing over the door. That's what's missing. That hole there allows ventilation around the flashing. The ground is at the hot water heater. We just need to find it. Yep, it's up here. Yep, I can see it. There. This is the main board. We have all copper. There's a neutral, 2 hots. It's all nicely marked up. Very nicely, nice bit of work. HVAC, split system, compressor, the rear elevation, max circuit, size is 40 amps, we'll check that on the board. It's got insulations in reasonable condition, isolator. Amp. We'll check that 40 amp is installed. That's the AC and it's 40 amps. 40 amps. Hiya. Okay, we've got sufficient functional flow, we've got the water running out to the tub, and we've got water coming from the shower. That's good news. Water heater, gas water heater. This is temperature pressure relief valve, vent hood. It's nicely in place. Water heater's working, and that's working fine. It's completely sealed. It's got drain pan. Good installation. This is where the isolation valve will be, down below us here. Okay, it's got a pressure controller on it, which is good. Down here under the cover, I can't take it off, it's locked. Frisco doesn't like taking their covers off. Is the water meter. Now we're going to go and test the water pressure.